Hi everyone, today, Shabbat Shalom, I'm going to continue the series of Daf Yomi. We're on Masechet Yevamot on page Yud Daled over here. And it's very interesting here in Masechet Kiddushin, we are learning all about Yibum and also potentially Chalitza. What's going on here, friends, over here? We're back into Masechet Yibum territory. So what is a Yibum, a Levirate marriage over here, as it's translated in English? So we know that the Pasuk within regards to this comes from Sefer Devarim from chapter 25, Pasukim 5 and 6. So in a nutshell, the Torah dictates that if a married man dies, passes away childless, unfortunately, the widow is to marry the deceased husband's brother, preferably the eldest, according to this. The firstborn son they produce together is considered a continuation of the dead husband's line. It's like a perpetuation of the line. So this practice is known as Yibum, or a Levirate marriage, and the brother-in-law is called the Yavam, and the widow is called the Yevamot. This is interesting. Also, we learn about a concept called Chalitza also. Chalitza is actually featured also in Sefer Devarim on chapter 25, also Pasukim 7 to 10 along the line. So what is a Chalitza ceremony? I'll just say it in a nutshell about a Chalitza and leave the Chalitza ceremony maybe to another shir. Hopefully I'll be able to go into that. So if the deceased man's brother does not wish to marry the widow, or she does not want to marry him, then at that stage in time, a standard divorce is insufficient to sever, to cut this bond. Instead, they perform a procedure known as Chalitza, which means removal in English. In this case, the removal of the brother-in-law's shoe. Only after a Chalitza ceremony has been completed is a widow then free to marry someone else. But before that, there's a connection where she is not allowed to do that. Many great Rabbanim scholars have suggested reasons for this. They don't. Some people can't grapple with this practice. Some say that the brother-in-law's shoe is removed in order to humiliate him for not fulfilling this mitzvah of Yibum, which was given to him. So others suggest that the removal of his shoe serves to symbolize that he has no claim to his brother's inheritance, this according to some other scholars. So obviously it's also added that in Ashkenazi communities, Chalitza is almost universally performed rather than Yibum. And there were some still Sephardi communities where Yibum is actually practiced, and which is very, very interesting also. Also, just to add a footnote in regards to Sephardi communities, it's usually only in a situation where the brother, let's say, is single. And in most modern countries, polygamy is obviously not allowed by law over here. So it's interesting, just a breakdown in regards to the laws of understanding what Yibum is and what Chalitza is, because we're speaking about it in the Daf Yomi. Today we're talking all about Yevamot, again in these Dafim, and it's very interesting. I used a part of this, they gave an excellent analysis on it on the Chabad website, which I very much recommend everyone to look at. Also, their website is packed with different things. It's actually interesting also just to add one tidbit also, which we learned from the Gemara today. Every mitzvah requires a bracha beforehand, and it's actually interesting. Several poskim, Rabbanim actually ruled that the Yavam, the surviving brother, should make a blessing before performing Yibum. So if someone has got this mitzvah of Yibum, they will do a mitzvah at that stage in time. So it's very interesting. I'll look into the topic more. We go into this territory in today's Daf, study the Daf, study all the Mefarshim and everything else, and learn about it. There's so many books describing it in detail. This is just a tidbit, and wishing you Shabbat Shalom here live from Israel, and take care. Bye.